Hello everyone, welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name is Gabby.
I'm Tim.
And Tim, why are you here today?
Because Pat disappeared, so I'm the cameraman today.
Yep.
And we're going to do something very exciting. So why do we do these videos?
We do these videos for 3 reasons. So number 1, you may own a Kia or Hyundai vehicle. We want to give you all the information, owners, tips, just hacks you may have not known, and general walkarounds of our vehicle so you're informed. And number 2, you may be considering a new vehicle. We want you to add Kia or Hyundai, or both of them, to your selection list. There's so much value in these vehicles, so much features, and just, they're really show-stopping. They're so much fun. We have tons of stuff to talk about. We never run out of ideas, so stay tuned and watch our channel. And then number 3.
We're a real dealership. This is a real car dealership at Brantford Kia in Brantford, Ontario, Canada.
Yep.
As well as Owen Sound Hyundai up north and Brantford Hyundai.
Which is like 10 minutes
just,
down the road.
just west of us. So.
Yep. So we're real people at real dealerships with real cars that are not always in stock, but they're always physically here.
Yeah.
Let us know if there's any cars you want us to film, and we'll try our best to film them for you. But if you are watching today's video, you may be interested in the beautiful 2023 Kia Niro EV. So this is the limited trim. This is the first limited to arrive at our dealership. So we're super excited. We're going to do a full walk around review for you guys. I'm going to focus mainly on features and the exterior and interior of this vehicle. And then we'll focus more on the safety and technology features in another video because there's so much to cover on this vehicle.
And it'll be a test drive car, so it'll
Yes.
physically be at the dealership. So if you make an appointment, you'll be able to drive this car.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys how you can join our live videos. If this is your first time, we go live every weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know we weren't live yesterday, I'm sorry, I wasn't feeling very well, but we're back today. So you just have to go to the Kia Hyundai channel on YouTube, refresh your page at around 2 p.m. and this upcoming video will turn into a physical live video. So all you gotta do is click that, it'll load you in, you may have to watch an ad. We buy cars and trucks, so do we. We also do that.
Oh, it's Honda.
So, no, let's not look at that. But pay attention to the right side over here. This is our live chat box, and over there you guys can actually ask us questions. If there's anything you want to see in the vehicle that we may have missed, you can comment it there, and we can always circle back and point that out. But with that being said, let's go check out the Niro. I'm just gonna skip that ad. I know you guys skip ads too, it's fine. All right, so on the exterior of this vehicle, we have full LED lights. I will turn the full headlight unit on in a second, but I just want to point out that beautiful daytime running light. It looks almost like a lightning bolt. If you looked at the trim level below, which we filmed previously, it was the first one to arrive here, we did not have LED headlights, just your daytime running lights and tail lights. So this is a nice upgrade, especially with modern vehicles. You love the look of LED lights. It just makes them look a little bit more refreshed and, of course, modern. Down here, we have our front radar sensor. So this is going to be used for your forward collision avoidance. It's going to monitor the distance of the vehicle ahead of you as well for your smart cruise control. So with smart cruise control on Kia and Hyundai vehicles, of course, if the vehicle ahead of you slows down all the way up to a complete stop, so stop and go traffic, it'll take your vehicle to a complete stop and get you back up to speed again. It's a great system and it works very seamlessly. It doesn't feel choppy at all. I'll also point out we have our charge door right in the front here. So this is perfect for garage parking. To open it, it is just a manual one, so you just have to push it in. As long as the vehicle is unlocked, it will open for you. A lot of people, especially new EV owners, are worried about when you have your charging cable plugged in, if someone can just come and take it out. And no, as long as your vehicle is locked, whatever is plugged into here will also be locked into your vehicle. Another cool feature is this green light bar here. So this shows how much charge is in your vehicle right now. Right now this vehicle is just under fully charged, so it's going to show us full. But if it was halfway or very, very low, that would be indicated with the light bar there. And it does have a nice little LED light in there, so you can see if you're plugging this in at night and you have no lights in your garage, super useful. All right, now I'm going to turn on your full LED headlight unit so you guys can see exactly what you'd be looking at nighttime. So we'll start the car, turn everything on, even our fog lights. So check out those fog lights. Super, super bright. The cutoff is fantastic. And then, of course, we have our fog light right down here. If you also pay close attention, you'll see our front parking sensors. So again, with an EV, chances are you'll be parking this maybe in a garage or a tighter spot. It's so nice to have the added feature of front parking sensors so you can see just how close you are to whatever is ahead of you. All right, now let's take a look at the side. Oh, before we do that, let's talk about what's under the hood. So of course it's not an engine. We have our electric motor underneath the vehicle, of course. So this has an all-electric range of 407 kilometers. And of course, in the summer or warmer conditions, that will be much, much better. You'll see much better range. In the winter, it will suffer a little bit, but the good news is this vehicle is equipped with a heat pump. So that is standard on the Premium Plus trim on the Kia Niro EV, and that helps with range so much, especially if you live in a colder climate like we do here. It's going to use some of the not recycled air, recycled heat from the battery to warm up your vehicle. So we'll also take a look at our wheels. 17-inch alloy wheels. This is shared with all the trims on the Niro lineup for the EVs. And then we'll move up to our mirrors. So body colored mirrors, we have this beautiful C-light design, and that is your turn signal repeater. So not only does it light up here, it lights up throughout the entire seat. Looks pretty cool. Very similar to what Hyundai has on the Palisade. So a nice look there. You can close the door, the car may beep. And then we'll look very, very closely at our door handles. So this is new, this is different, and this is exclusive to the limited trim. It is our digital key to touch door handle. So with this feature, you can unlock and start your vehicle from your smartphone. So of course, once you own this vehicle and it's assigned in your name in your household, you'll download the Kia Connect app, and then you can put your phone in your wireless phone charger, start your car, walk up to your door handle with your phone, and like you would use Apple Pay or any sort of I forget the abbreviation, but it's just like Apple Pay. It'll hover over here and then unlock your door for you. It's great if you ever forget your keys. I do still prefer having my key with me, but it is pretty neat. All right, now let's take a look at the trunk space. So this is, of course, a crossover. It is one of our smaller vehicles, but oh my goodness, there's so much space in here. And one thing that's new for the 2023 Niro is a power liftgate. So I have it open right now. I'll show you guys how it closes in just a second. For room over here, we have tons of headroom, or height. Width is good too, and then these seats do fold down in a 60-40 split. Let's see if I can get them down from here. There we go. So almost completely flat. That amplifies the room by a ton. And then of course you can choose which side you want up, which side you want down. Also exclusive to the limited trim is vehicle to load. So in our initial articles from Kia Canada, it was suggested that you only get the the adapter on this fully loaded limited trim level, but now we know that it is only available with the adapter and of course the software on this trim level. So if you get the Premium Plus, even if you buy this, unfortunately you can't use vehicle to load. We're pretty sad about that. No news on if that's going to be an update in the future. But you get it here. And if you don't know what vehicle to load is, essentially you can plug this in either to the port inside or your charge door at the very front, and you can power additional appliances with your vehicle's high voltage battery. So toasters, hair curlers, whatever you need to do.
Coffee machine.
Yeah, coffee machine. We did that on this channel. I'll link it in the bio once this video is posted. All right, now under the floorboard here, we have our tire mobility kit. So no spare on this vehicle, but this is a very, very quick patch kit, super easy to use, no heavy lifting required, and we are going to do a video on how this works. But in the meantime, there are some posted by Kia Canada and Hyundai Canada if you are curious. We'll close this up. Check it out. You can also change the opening height and the speed. So if you find it's a little bit too high for you or high for your garage, you can set it to whatever you like and whatever works best for you and your family. Rear wiper here. Ever since the EV6 was released, I feel like now I have to point out when our cars have rear wipers because that caused a whole scandal. Under here we do have our backup camera. It's nice, crystal clear. I'll show you guys when we get inside. And then we also have some backup sensors along the rear bumper. So just like the front, if you're ever backing into a tight parking space or against another vehicle, it's so nice to have those additional safety measures. You may think you're a great parker, but trust me, I still see them look at their cameras when they park. All right, now we'll quickly hop inside and talk about what else is in this Niro EV Limited. Okay, starting off, you'll see our seating surfaces. They look a little different. This doesn't look like our traditional leather, and it's definitely not cloth. So this is Kia's new synthetic leather, and it's made by recycled fibers. So not only, of course, is this a zero-emission vehicle, it's so great how they use these sustainable materials and, of course, recycled plastics to make this vehicle truly a green vehicle. We do have a power passenger seat, so super easy to adjust however your passenger would like to sit on the fly, no harsh movements. And then for the driver's seat, it is also powered, but not only that, I might grab the camera from you, Tim.
You got it?
Yes. This is also a memory driver's seat. So I can adjust my seating settings to however I like to sit with these handy little knobs here. Lumbar support, your backrest, and then of course the bottom of the seat, which you can also adjust the height. And then preset, either driver 1 or driver 2. We'll turn the climate off real quick. And then here we have our mirror controls. If I quickly press this in, it'll fold them in. There I am, hello. And then push it back out. Whenever you lock or unlock your vehicle, it'll do it automatically, but it's nice how you have the option to. And then we have express up and down windows for driver and passenger. So I just give it a push and it goes all the way down. But not only that, it also offers pinch protection. So if I do have my arm out or my passenger has their arm out and I close their window for them, it'll sense their arm and drop the window back down. For our audio, it is a Harman Kardon sound system, so premium sound all throughout the vehicle. And trust me, it sounds fantastic. So super crisp and clear audio. Give the camera back to Tim. And then, like I mentioned, I won't go too in-depth in the software and safety features here and focus more on what's in the vehicle. And I will make a separate video for that because, this video would be an hour long if we had to talk about that in one video. So I'll focus on the main things. This is a 10.25-inch fully digital gauge cluster. You can play around with the screens and how you like them to display. If I change my drive mode, see sport for example, it changes your gauge cluster to a more kind of carbon fiber-esque look inside and then more like a race car type gauge. And then you can see it's fully digital, so this will move with you, of course. And it's also going to let you know when your hood is open, when your doors are open. So super in-depth and lots of information displayed here. The main thing would be, of course, your range. So your distance to empty in a gasoline car. So 365 kilometers, and we are, how are we for charge? So we are not at a full charge right now in this vehicle. Let's see if I can get to my charge screen. All right. This is brand new for me too, guys. Idle mode, accumulate info after recharging, drive info. So I can't bring it up right now. Speedometer, tachometer, but it's gonna keep showing the door open gauge, and then drive info in the center. If I wanted to change my display to, let's say, my compass, that also shows up. We also have our tire pressure, and then our lane safety settings. Now there's another cool feature that it's going to be hard to display, but I'm going to try my best. So I'm going to take the camera again from Tim, and that is your heads-up display up there. Let's see if we can zoom in.
Can you see it?
Yeah, there we go. So 0 kilometers per hour, and then that little white rectangle on the right is our speed limit. So of course we're in our building right now. There's no speed limit here, which means you can go as fast as you like in the video bay. Just kidding. But once you get onto a road, it will say, for example, 50 kilometers per hour or whatever the speed limit is. Now, if you do decide to drive to the States, your units will switch over. So that's super handy. And then of course, with the heads-up display, all your driving information is projected right in front of you, so you never have to take your eyes off the road. Super handy.
Great job.
For the steering wheel itself, I'm not gonna lie, I love the look of this steering wheel, but I hate this steering wheel. And the only reason why is because they switched the controls. So on all our other vehicles, media and volume controls are on the left side, and then for the EV6 and the Niro, it's reversed. It drives me nuts, but you'll get used to it. So on the left side over here, we have our cruise control. You press this button to turn it on, this button to set your speed, of course, to increase, decrease, or pause it, and then this to set your following distance. So when this is enabled, you have 4 different preset distances, and then of course it will adjust as needed. Here's a quick button for your steering assistance, so this will monitor the lanes ahead of you and steer the vehicle for you. It won't feel like it's fully taking over, and of course if you do give driver input, it will follow your input, not just completely take over your car. I don't know if you guys can see from this angle, but we do have 2 paddle shifters. So this is for your regenerative braking system. This vehicle does have iPedal, which was first introduced in the EV6. So what that does is it allows you to do one pedal driving, which means you don't have to press your brake pedal. Of course, if it's an emergency and you need a brake, definitely press your brake pedal. But in the meantime, you can focus on one pedal driving, let the vehicle kind of build back charge and brake for itself. Every once in a while, you're going to make sure you use your real brakes though, just because you don't want to wear or rust out your brakes. So that's another thing with an EV. It's so easy to never use your brakes again, and then you really can extend how long you get brake maintenance, but if you don't use them, that's not good either. All right, now for our main screen. So another 10.25-inch display. This is a full touchscreen and of course fully digital. This is what your main screen is going to look like. You have navigation built into here and a separate EV menu. So this will show you your full range, what your closest charger is, and it'll also show you what your range is if you do have your climate on. So now that I turn my AC on, it says I just dropped down 1 kilometer. Let's turn that off because it's super noisy. This is great for EV owners, so you can set your next departure, and you can also schedule charging. So once you plug in your vehicle, if you only want it to start charging once your hydro rates go down, you can set it exactly when you'd like it to, and then set your climate as well. Here's your vehicle to load transfer. So if you do decide to use the vehicle to load feature, you'll go into there and you can set how much you would like your vehicle to go down to. So if you don't want your vehicle's high voltage battery to go lower than 50%, this is where you'd set it to. Set it to whatever you feel safest with. All right, down here is your climate control panel, but it's not. It's also your media controls. So with this, if you press and hold, it'll be preset to whatever you find is best for you. So if you find yourself using the climate control sector more, I would definitely set it to there. The best part is you don't really have to flip between this too often, because a lot of this stuff you can find on your navigation and infotainment panel here can be done either on the steering wheel or just by touching the screen here. So climate control is usually the best, but you'll find what works best for you. It is dual climate control, which means I can set my temperature whatever I'd like, and Tim can have his set to whatever he'd like, or we can sync it. Let's turn that off, super noisy. All right, over here we have a 12 volts for charging, a USB for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It is wired in this vehicle, but trust me, wired is much better connection. And then we have USB-C and a wireless phone charger on this pad here. You'll notice there are some slits in there, and that's for ventilation so your phone doesn't overheat. Over here on this panel, there's a lot of buttons, but I'll make it simple for you guys. So these 2, or I guess 4 buttons up here are for your heated seats or ventilated seats. So you have heated and ventilation for both driver and passenger. For the driver only, you get a heated steering wheel, auto hold, and then your electronic parking brake. This over here is your, transmission. Tim's looking at me like, I don't know, what is that? So once your vehicle's on, you just hold your brake.
Yep.
And then turn over to the right for drive, center for neutral, or left for reverse. And now since it's in reverse, it's going to pull up my backup camera. I just want to show you guys how crystal clear this is. So take a look. You have your parking guidelines, of course, which when you move your steering wheel, it'll move with you to show you exactly where you'll end up. But the quality is so good. You can see how dirty our floors are. You can see it's such a beautiful day outside. My mom's Sorento PHEV is being charged. And then your front and rear backup sensors, or backup and front sensors on the side. All right, we'll park that. Over here, you got your cup holders. These are really cool and brand new cup holders, so they are adjustable, which means if you don't have cups in here, you have a ton more space, this free space here. So much so you can even put an iPad or any sort of bigger tablet there. Then if you decide you do want to get a drink, there you go, cup holder. When it's convenient, there you go, perfect. And they do move around a little bit, so if you do have one of those bigger tumbler glasses or tumbler bottles, it will adjust for that. Over here, we have a very, very small center console. It's pretty deep though, so just don't have too much junk in your car and you should be all right. And then just in front of Tim, we have our glove box. So I'll quickly have him open that up. It's gonna be full of manuals, but it is a very deep glove box, I will say. So there's lots of room there for all your extra goods that don't fit in your center console. Now I will note that these light panels here are ambient lights. So it's a goldish color right now. I don't know how well it's picking up on camera because it's very, very subtle in person. Is it picking up?
Yeah.
A little bit? Okay, perfect.
Bit.
All right, and now we're gonna hop into the back, but before we do that, let's take a look up here. Beautiful power sunroof, so of course it opens and tilts. There we go.
And we got a shade.
And then LED lighting inside the cabin. So it's not too impressive during the day when we film, but at nighttime this is actually very, very bright, and it makes whatever you're trying to find very easy to see. All right, now let's hop in the back. Sorry, Tim, I knocked the seats down.
Yep.
Okay.
We're good.
So I'm gonna take a seat over here. And then same seating materials for the back. One of my biggest pet peeves is when manufacturers put their everything into the design in the front and completely forget about the back passengers. So these seats, super, super comfy. I will say this gives more than leather, so it allows you to sink in a little bit more. Very much feels like a couch. I am comfy over here. The back of these seats, they are all plastic, so super easy to clean. But not only that, they did a great job with the space, and it's much bigger than the previous body style Niro. And now we have built-in coat hangers. So bags, coats, whatever you need. There's a built-in hanger right over here. There's also 2 USB-Cs, so one on the back of the driver's side and then one on the passenger side. And then another plastic back storage compartment or back fold compartment. We also get air vents over here, so there's no separate climate control. It'll just blow whatever is blowing up there, but it just goes straight to you, straight to your rear passengers. They'll be super, super comfy. And then for the colder months, these rear seats are heated as well. So just on our door panel, right before our window controls, we have our quick and easy button for our heated seats. 2 different levels too, so you get to choose how toasty your buns will be. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry for saying that. All right, in the center here, we also have our cup holder and armrest. So lots of amenities for your rear seat passengers. Then of course, room here, it is bigger than the previous Niro. It's a little bit more boxy too, which means the headspace is much more consistent. So even if I were a taller passenger, you can see I got, how much is this? Just over 4 inches of headspace, and you can choose how far you'd like these seats to recline, so you can have them a little bit more upright if that's better for you. So much room. The floor is completely flat as well due to the lack of, transmission under there. It is front wheel drive. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but completely flat. Your batteries are down there, right? So it's just a flat surface. All right, I think that's about it for our interior. Now we'll answer some questions and wrap up today's video.
Got it.
That's worth mentioning. That's a hydraulic hood. All right.
Which way? Back?
Yes.
Dust.
There we go.
There we go.
All right, I'm gonna move it over.
Up a bit.
Lift it up. There we go.
What do we got?
All right. Greetings from Oakville, Ontario. Thanks for the presentation. I saw another. Oh, I guess he sent it before he finished.
Oh.
I guess we'll never know. What is the average waiting time for a Niro? We have some on the way that aren't
We
sold.
have some on the way that aren't sold yet. So there's a couple limiteds. I think there's
2 limited, 1 premium plus.
that we just had that are available for sale. We have a couple of people on our list that are the next ones inside. So as far as I know, on average, probably 6 to 8 months on exact color or color choices that you're looking for. What's that?
Let's see. When would the PHEV be available? We're getting our first one at the end of this month. I don't think we have anything else incoming for PHEV yet.
No, unfortunately with PHEV throughout our full model line, those are the longest wait vehicles that we have today. So PHEV and HEVs.
Does the Niro EV qualify for the tax rebate? How much is the limited EV and the EX hybrid? So the all Niro trim levels in Canada qualify for the $5,000 federal rebate. So no matter what province you're in, you'll get the federal rebate. Now, if you are in another province like I believe BC and Quebec, you'll also get their provincial rebate on top of that.
That's
so
right.
it does qualify. Us in Ontario, we only get $5,000 though.
Correct.
Is it true that the trunk on the EV is smaller than the hybrid model? Sorry guys, there's like a ghost noise over there. The trunk space is about the same. You'll get a smaller frunk. Well, you won't get a frunk at all in the hybrid because you have an engine in there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No spare tire, yep, no
Yeah,
spare
you're right.
tire.
No CD player, yep, you're right, no CD player.
We stopped doing CD players for like 2-3 years now.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe even longer than that. Spencer's asking, is the heat pump on the PHEV? Oh, Niro.
No, so
No.
Heat pump on a PHEV isn't that crucial because you still have your
You
engine.
still have your gas engine.
Yeah.
No, thanks, Spencer.
How long is the wait time to get the top hybrid model? Brantford is by far the best dealer in Ontario. Thank you. I bought a car with you guys last year and shopping for the Niro for my wife this year.
Diego, the hybrid models should come in sooner.
Yep.
Obviously, EV, hybrid, and then PHEV are the longest ones out. So
We have a hybrid EX and I believe a hybrid SX
Correct.
on the way in. So
you want to put your
message
name on
us.
that, Diego? We can do that.
Please, Gabby, test drive the 2023 Kia Carnival. So we did do a 2022 Kia Carnival test drive. It's unchanged for the 23 model year, but I think we could do another one.
Yep.
Or maybe wait for 2024.
2024s are
Coming soon, right?
coming soon now, and they've given us the price point, but we don't have programs yet. So
A lot of people commenting about the piano black and fingerprints. Yes, so piano
right.
black is horrible for fingerprints. The best thing you can do is keep a cloth in your car with you if it bothers you. If not, I know online, Amazon, eBay, you can find kind of like a case almost that you just kind of clip on and it covers up those surfaces.
yeah.
This door is crazy. It's scaring me. Hello guys, thanks for reading my comment. You're so awesome. Thank you for commenting and watching.
Yeah, absolutely.
New Sonata will come to North America. Yes, so the new Sonata will. Have you ever considered making a Twitch channel? No.
Stephen, Jim Pattison, Surrey, Hyundai has several PHEVs according to the website. They could be sold.
Yeah.
Most of the time when we see feeds come in and someone asks us, hey, is this car available? Unfortunately, it's already pre-sold, but they have to load up into our inventory and then onto our website. So we don't try to do that on purpose. It just happens automatically. But most of our cars coming in are pre-sold.
How many red Sportage EX Premiums have you seen since selling the 2023 models? I think we've had one. Like for the
Yeah, we've
EX
got a couple.
Premium.
Yeah, so Dawning Red. So we've probably had half a dozen,
not
but
many.
one or two delivered.
Yeah, but not red. Like I think we've had one red one.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Red
Yeah.
interior, we've had quite a few red
Yes,
interiors.
we've had red interiors.
Will you be doing a special for 100,000 subscribers?
Hopefully.
Guys,
we got to get there.
Guys, it's
We're 87
we're
and
so
change.
close.
We're 87 and a half right now. So yeah, we've got to get there, and there should be a special plaque coming from Kia Canada.
Yes. No,
So-
coming from YouTube.
Oh, from YouTube,
Yeah.
but hopefully some big deal from Kia Canada
Yeah,
too.
Kia Canada, if you're watching this, I wouldn't mind like
Yes.
a company vehicle, maybe a
We'll
Stinger.
reach out to Michael Kopke, and say, hey, you've got to do something special for us.
I want a Stinger with
Oh, yeah.
not my face on it. I would cry. I don't know.
Red interiors, yeah.
Something special though. Do you think the Hyundai Kona EV will have a similar selling system like the Niro EV? Selling as in the pre-order, aka order directly from Kia, choose an EV dealership. I think it's a possibility.
I think they probably will too.
Yeah.
So the initial orders will be that pre-order system like we did with EV6
Yeah.
and Niro.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Although it did crash for a lot of people, it did make things pretty smooth, and those cars did
Yeah.
come a lot sooner than expected.
Yes, for sure.
We don't get the PHEV Sportage in Australia. I wish we did. Oh, I'm sorry. It's an awesome vehicle. We actually have one parked right over here.
Yeah, it's right beside us.
We filmed this one on.
It's plugged in
Monday.
right now. Yeah.
Do the mirrors adjust when you take the memory seats? Yes, they do. So
Yep.
if your driver 1 has a completely different height and they like their mirrors completely separate, driver 2 can have theirs saved and just quickly hop in and press their button and be ready to roll. Can you export a Telluride to Germany?
I wouldn't see not. It's a world-built car, so Palisade's built in Korea and Telluride is built in Georgia, so I wouldn't see why not. You couldn't import it to or export
We
it.
couldn't.
Yeah. We couldn't, but you probably can.
Have you done the Sportage X Pro Prestige? So we don't get that trim level here.
No,
That's
it's
an
US.
American trim, yeah.
Yeah, US
So
model.
The closest we would have is the X Line Limited, and we have done quite a few videos on that.
I've seen black and white exterior with a red interior that we've ordered here. I haven't seen any other exterior colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on AM and FM radio being discontinued in future cars? It doesn't affect me personally, just because I always prefer to listen to my own music from my phone.
Yeah.
But that would make a lot of people upset, I think.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
What's Steven? What's your opinion on it? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Are there any Hyundai or Kia cars that don't come from the Korea plant? Yeah, there's quite a lot actually. For
Yep.
Kia, we have quite a few that are built in Georgia. So
K5.
The States, yeah.
Sorrento, Ice Sorrento, K5 Telluride. Monterrey, Mexico is Rio and
Forte.
and Elantra.
Yep.
And then the rest of the cars are Korean built.
Life-size Gabby cardboard cutouts for the 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
I would cry because I know everyone here would be punching them, hitting them with cars.
That'd be fun to do. Maybe on
We could
buses.
do forward collision avoidance, the pedestrian detection with cutouts of me.
Yes. And then I just run over the sign.
But surprise, one
I
of
could
them's
just run
not a
them over.
cutout.
Yeah,
No.
it's a real thing.
Let's see. What's the list price of this car? This one's priced at $52,995. And then, of course, you get the $5,000 federal rebate.
Correct, plus HST, yeah.
Can you plug in an Xbox or another video game console to the GPS of the car? You cannot, but what you can do is with vehicle to load, you can plug in your not your USB, oh my gosh, your Xbox there.
Yes.
And power your Xbox.
Yes.
If you decide to go camping or something.
Same platform as the Kia.
As the upcoming Kona. I believe they do.
Yes.
So a bigger platform. Let's see. Are you watching Real Madrid Chelsea today? I am not.
No.
I am working. Let's see. Do you Canadians get diesel Sportages? We do not, and I don't think we ever did. Never.
No, they tested diesels in Korea, and there was actually a diesel Stinger. It was a small diesel engine, but we never saw them in North America.
Gabby, can you call Kia and make them do a refresh design for the 2025 Forte? They will listen to you. Arto, you always say they will listen to me with these ideas, but I don't think they will. I don't know. The Forte will get a refresh, that's for sure, but I don't think because of me.
They're testing a Forte platform in a full EV right now.
Yes.
In Korea.
See, how far are we for time? Okay, we're already at 30 minutes. Oh my goodness.
We're good.
So I think we're gonna wrap up today's video. Like I mentioned, we will do a full in-depth technology review of this vehicle either some point this week, but this is a test drive car, so we will have this for a while. If you are considering the Kia Niro, even if you're looking at a hybrid or plug-in hybrid, they're all the same size and kind of the same style. Come check ours out.
I really encourage everyone, if you want to take this car for a test drive, call our staff, call our front desk, call
Make an
Gabby.
appointment, yeah.
Please make an appointment.
Yes.
Especially with our EV6s or any of our EV bodies, we run into a situation where there's 10 people that show up at once that want to drive it. And obviously you want to take more than 10 minutes to test drive this car with our staff. So please, please, please call and make an appointment.
Yep. We have our websites for all 3 of our dealerships in the video description, so you can easily reach us there. You can also connect with me via the link, and I can send you out to someone on our sales team. If you're looking at Hyundai, I can't directly sell Hyundai vehicles, but I will put you in touch with the correct people to get you the information you need.
Perfect.
Other than that, we will be back again tomorrow live at 2 p.m. with another fun vehicle. This video will get posted like a regular video too, so if there's any comments I may have missed, please comment them below, and I will get to them. All right?
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Have a good rest of your day, everybody.
Thanks for the questions.